Des Moines Public Schools says it's suing a firm hired to help with its superintendent search a few years ago. It led to the hiring of now former superintendent Dr. Ian Roberts. The school board held a special meeting this morning. KCCI's Kayla James is live outside the district office this afternoon for us. And Kayla, the board says the firm failed its duty to properly vet candidates.
That's right, Jody, and board chair Jackie Norris even going on to say Dr. Roberts should have, quote, never been presented as a finalist, end quote, something the 6-page lawsuit that we have emphasized. Now, the board met earlier this morning at around 8 o'clock and said it's been considering legal action since allegations regarding Roberts started coming to light. Past board meeting documents show the district signed a contract with JG Consulting in December of 2022. In the firm's proposal to the district, it notes how the process would go. There's a pre-screen process and background checks of each candidate with a third party. That document also notes JG Consulting is a registered agent with E-Verify. An attorney representing the district did confirm DMPS did receive a copy of the background check that was conducted.
Clearly, they missed things of a negative nature because things are being identified now online in hours.
Now, I did reach out to JG Consulting this morning, but have not yet heard back. Now, a question that has been asked from people was asked today is if the district is considering taking any legal action against Dr. Roberts. Norris answered by saying they're taking it one step at a time. Right now, the focus is on the search firm, and it's also on just, taxpayer money and recouping it, as well as helping out with the reputational damage that the district has received. For now, live in Des Moines, Kayla James, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
A lot came from that meeting this morning. Kayla, thank you. A school district Robert used to work at in Pennsylvania is considering legal action too. Mill Creek Township School District says it was, quote, profoundly misled about his citizenship and doctorate in education degree. Roberts was superintendent there from 2020 to 2023. The board is meeting Monday to determine next steps. KCCI has learned that Roberts attended Morgan State University's doctorate program but didn't finish. His lawyers claim he went on to receive a degree from Trident International University in 2021. KCCI has not been able to verify that. Now, Roberts' lawyer, Alfredo Perez, said he planned to meet with him at the Polk County Jail this morning. At a town hall hosted by his legal team last night, there were more than 100 people there listening to the questions and answers. Many wanted to know how Roberts is doing and how he's being treated. Roberts' lawyers say he's in good spirits and commended the response from federal authorities.
The staff have been extremely professional. The marshals, the correctional staff, they appreciate the magnitude of what's going on. And Dr. Roberts is getting the utmost respect. We've had access to him.
It's complex, it's difficult.
During a news conference earlier in the week, Perez said he did not think the presidential administration had anything to do with Roberts' arrest by ICE. Now he's not so sure. It accuses him of being in the country illegally and owning guns. Now, this all began just last Friday when Roberts was arrested by ICE. ICE considered him a fugitive, saying he had no work authorization to legally be in this country. Officers tried to stop Roberts while he was driving a school-issued vehicle. He drove off and eventually ditched the vehicle, but was found a short time later, then taken into custody. Now, inside that Jeep, officers say they found a loaded 9mm pistol wrapped in a towel under the driver's seat. The ATF says the gun was purchased in Arkansas 6 years ago by Roberts' wife. His valid passport from Guyana and a wallet were also found inside. The ATF says a search warrant at Roberts' home turned up 3 more guns. A loaded pistol was found under a cushion of a living room chair. A loaded rifle was found in a case in a bedroom closet, and a shotgun was in a case behind a headboard. Inside a Ford Mustang in Roberts' garage, officers found immigration documents tied to his case in Dallas and included an order from May of 2024 calling for Roberts' removal from the U.S. Investigators say the car had Texas plates and is registered to a woman in Dallas. You can find all this information, read the court documents for yourself, and watch the news conferences right now on kcci.com or on our mobile app.